Hey guys, Seleno here from PlayToEarn.net. Today's video is another episode of our weekly news series, where I'll be talking about major news that happened in the Play-to-Earn gaming scene this past week to give you a recap. This is going to be another long video with the amount of news, so without further ado, let's get started. To start off our list, Crazy Defense Heroes announces the Galvanic season. Crazy Defense Heroes has announced a new clan quest season called the Galvanic season. From July 22nd to August 25th, players have a chance at earning a legendary game card called Chain Lightning. Players who haven't created or joined a clan yet can still do so to start the grind for a chance at getting this powerful in-game spell card. It seems the Lightning Tower card's upgradable Chain Lightning ability that allows the tower to strike multiple enemies on every attack is now taking on the form of this useful spell card. The developers of the tower defense game have recently teamed up with gaming metaverse The Sandbox to host a competition called the Tower Game Jam, where anyone interested can try their hand at making a tower defense game using the Sandbox Game Maker no-coding 3D tool, with submissions open from July 25th to August 14th. Up next, NFT World shares future plans as Minecraft banned integrations on its platform. Mojang, the brain behind the Minecraft metaverse, had banned all integrations of blockchain technology and NFTs on Minecraft. This move happened last 20th of July and will affect all the upcoming Web3 based games on the platform. NFT Worlds is a crypto gaming platform launched in October last year. It is an interlinked but independently owned world with a unified currency, gameplay modes designed by Minecraft, and several other free opportunities for players to earn. NFT Worlds has 200 different teams and a player count of 100,000 engaging games across different worlds. At the same time, the Minecraft development team also provides full-time wages to the team because of the experience NFT Worlds provided. However, this recent development will destroy a well-built reputation and activity. NFT Worlds will create a new game and platform based on many of the core mechanics of Minecraft. This is not a copy of Minecraft. Instead, it will have a playstyle and graphics that will familiarize with the players. The game will be open, 100% free, and not require a credit card for content. Up next, Sweatcoin partners with NFT Metaverse Kryptomon. Web2 fitness app Sweatcoin has partnered up with Pokemon-like NFT Metaverse Kryptomon. This means that a Kryptomon NFT treasure hunt is making its way to the Move to Earn app, with users being tasked with reaching 50,000 steps in order to earn 25 Sweatcoins, as well as a chance at getting a direct whitelist for the next hunt. Sweatcoin is a free Android and iOS app that rewards active users with Sweatcoins by walking every day. This can be spent on various products and can also be used to donate to various charities and causes. The app has over 100 million registered users and ranks as the number 1 in 60 countries. The Sweat token is set to launch on September 12th this year. For every Sweatcoin earned, users will receive Sweat once the token launches, with 1 Sweatcoin being equal to 1 Sweat. Kryptomon is a play and earn blockchain title inspired by Pokemon, CryptoKitties, and Tamagotchi. Running on the BNB chain, players get to own and breed collectible NFT pets called Kryptomon that will be usable in the Cryptoverse metaverse, with an open beta of the mobile app for Android and iOS devices featuring PvE gameplay set to come out in the near future. Up next, open world mech FPS MetalCore reveals new gameplay footage. The team behind MetalCore, an upcoming open world NFT-based mech FPS, has revealed new gameplay footage in a recent tweet. In MetalCore, players will be able to use a variety of different air and land vehicles. And in the 30-second video, we do get to see the player trying to gun down an aircraft and a ground vehicle, and a brief glimpse of what it's like to be in control of an aircraft and 2 different types of mechs. The full game is set to feature 48 different collectible and rentable vehicles that players will be able to upgrade and customize in a variety of different ways. The video shows a mission in the game's open world PvE sandbox mode. The game will also feature a multiplayer PvP faction war mode, where 3 factions battle for control of planet Kerberos. Players choose a faction and fight for territorial control through a series of PvP battles called Battle Zones. These 100-player matches can last up to an hour, with the faction that has control of the most tactical points for a certain period of time emerging as the victor. A faction may also win by destroying the enemy base, or by having the opposing team drain all its respawn points. A white paper is scheduled for release in Q3 this year. Up next, The Sandbox announces Pandonian Fairies VoxEdit contest. Decentralized gaming metaverse The Sandbox has announced a new VoxEdit contest called Pandonian Fairies. The contest, hosted in partnership with VoxEdit community manager PandaPops, opened submissions last July 25th. Submissions will no longer be accepted after July 31st at 23:59 PM UTC. PandaPops is a voxel artist who commonly streams her works on Twitch. Participants are tasked with making a fairy or a fairy-themed asset that is used to be in the Pandonia game experience. This means that the top 3 winners of this contest will have their creations included in the fairy-inhabited world of Pandonia. A prize pool of 5,000 sand plus special NFT rewards from the PandaPops team are included in this creative competition. First place gets 2,000 sand and a Woodland Fairy NFT, second place receives 1,500 sand and a Scruffy NFT, and third place is awarded with 800 sand and a multi-purpose bookcase. Reviews and voting start on August 1st and end on August 7th, with the results set to be announced on August 13th. Up next, CBS launches Ghost's Metaverse Web3 game in Decentraland. This is a Metaverse Web3 game for the popular CBS original comedy series, which has amassed up to 6 million total viewers according to the most recent TV show ratings from April of 2022. The Metaverse game Decentraland has now included a reproduction of the show's haunted woodstone mansion. Fans may solve puzzles, complete missions, and win limited edition collectible NFTs here, all in honor of Ghosts, which returns for its sophomore season this fall. The Woodstone Mansion from Ghosts was meticulously designed to resemble the show's actual sets, and features entertaining and surprising encounters with the show's principal characters voiced by the show's stars. There are over 10 types of collectibles that fans can win to access future experiences, such as playing a piece of music on a virtual piano or preparing a dish that will appeal to one of the characters. The Ghosts game and NFTs are operated on the Polygon network. A total of 1,100 tokens with different rarities are available for each character, offering fans the option to own a piece of the comedy's history on the blockchain network. Up next, BattleMancers Play-to-Earn Model explained. Nox, the CEO of PvP tower defense game BattleMancers, has explained in a recent Medium post how the play-to-earn model for the Ethereum-based title works. The founder talked about how the game's tokenomics are designed to keep the game populated, rewarding, and with minimal inflation. In this game, Nox says all players, both free-to-play players and those playing with an NFT, will be able to earn the same amount of rewards. While playing for free still allows earning as much as those who paid for an NFT, it doesn't mean you won't be able to withdraw those rewards for free. Everything gained will be usable to further progress in the game, but to cash out, it requires either purchasing or renting a BattleMancers Genesis NFT. The article also states that the game's token has had no pre-sale, no VC funding, and no private investors. When it comes to in-game items, Nox has stated that these in-game NFTs represent consumables, loot boxes, and cards, and will not increase the supply of the Genesis NFT collection. The game uses a dual token economy. The main BattleMancer gem is capped at a 1 billion supply and earnable as leaderboard rewards or staking NFTs. The second token, BattleMancer Coin, is uncapped and earned from loot boxes, season passes, and trophy rewards. BattleMancers is currently available in alpha on the game's website. Up next, X-Metaverse announces Grand Prix Phase 6. X-Metaverse recently announced the start of the Grand Prix Phase 6 for their Play-to-Earn space game. The Arena Mode event kicked off last July 26th. This 6th season will end on August 9th at 23:59 PM UTC and features a total PvP reward pool of 639,000 X-Meta that is allocated to the top 200 players. Once the season ends, rewards will be automatically sent to the eligible wallets. There are 5 different ranks based on the player's PvP score: Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, and Diamond. Ranks are reset at the start of the next season. To play this PvP mode, players need to have 3 space battleships and 1 pilot, all of which can be purchased on the X-Metaverse marketplace. A fleet can consist of a maximum of 3 pilots and 3 space battleships. Players fight each other using skill cards. A space battleship has a total of 4 skill cards, while pilots have 1 skill card that is assigned to the space battleship the pilot is on. There's also a PvE mode where players conquer planets and fight various different enemies while upgrading their space battleships using energy cores, which are obtainable in this game mode alongside other item rewards. X-Metaverse runs on the BNB chain and is available on Android and iOS devices as well as on PC as a browser game. Up next, Kryxivia Public Alpha is now live. The public alpha version of Kryxivia, a 3D MMORPG on the BNB chain, is now live. Players can hop into the game for free on PC via their browser on the game's website, but also through the blockchain title's downloadable launcher, with the latter being regarded as the one that provides a better experience. To mark the launch, the developers are giving out a total of 1 million Kryxivia coin, with everyone who plays the game having a chance at earning a piece of the pie. The token is used for purchasing NFTs in special sale events, starter packs, NFT items on the game's own online marketplace, and more. It can also be exchanged for Kryxivia Shard Coin, which is the in-game currency that can be earned in various quests, and will be used for trading NFTs as well as for staking in an in-game bank. Made in Unity, this free-to-play play-to-earn fantasy title has players work together to take on various bosses found in dungeons throughout the Kryxivia mine. Players can earn NFTs and become a part of one of 3 different factions: Adventurers, Nomads, and Merchants. All items, spells, and characters in the game are NFTs. Up next, new MOMOverse update introduces daily tasks. MOMOverse, a cross-platform metaverse part of the Mobox gaming platform, received an update this month that added in daily tasks and events. This new feature allows players to earn treasure maps by completing various different daily tasks, including gathering a variety of different resources and playing various games. Treasure maps act as clues to finding treasure. The treasure rewards could be materials of varying quality or MOBAs, with the latter being usable for catching Momo NFTs. These daily tasks and rewards expire every day at 8 AM UTC, so players who don't collect their rewards from their completed tasks before that time will not be able to get them afterwards. In order to be eligible for doing daily tasks, players must have a Mobox avatar. The free-to-play metaverse runs on the BNB chain and allows players to socialize, craft, and collect materials across an isometric world. Developers can also create their own crypto game in the MOMOverse using simple APIs. Developers can also apply to a project incubation fund called the Meta Fund for a chance at potentially receiving support for making a game for their metaverse. Up next, Epic Games CEO responds to Minecraft's NFT ban, refuses to do the same. Following the recent NFT ban imposed on Minecraft, a Twitter user asked Epic Games CEO Tim Sweeney whether the same decision would be made for the Epic Games Store. Tim Sweeney replied, saying, quote, "Developers should be free to decide how to build their games, and you are free to decide whether to play them. I believe stores and operating system makers shouldn't interfere by forcing their views onto others. We definitely won't," end quote. The sudden decision from Mojang to disallow NFTs has led to various NFT projects based on the game with no time to properly figure out how to move forward, as all servers were required to have no connection to anything related to NFTs straight away when the ban was announced. One of the biggest projects that utilized the Sandbox title was Play-to-Earn gaming platform NFT Worlds, who has shared what they plan to do next. Earlier in June this year, Epic Games listed Grit onto its store, making it the first NFT game to make it onto the platform. In development by Team Grit and published by Gala Games, this blockchain title is the first of many Gala-based games that are planned to come to the Epic Games Store. Up next, Forest Knight announces the Asmorian crafting system. Chrono Games, the developer of turn-based strategy game Forest Knight, has announced the release of the Asmorian crafting system. Introduced in patch 0.5.7.2, this new system adds in the Asmorian stones, which come in two different types and rarities, the uncommon Theodanian stones and the rare spirit stones. These stones can be earned by playing the adventure mode and also from PvP arena chests, with more ways to obtain them set to be added sometime in the future. The team's Medium post states that at least one type of stone is always received in the adventure mode, while drop rates increase together with the difficulty. The drop rates for arena chests work in a similar fashion. Aside from receiving stones from normal stages, mini-bosses have better drop rates for spirit stones depending on difficulty. Once you have enough stones, you can use them to craft chests featuring exclusive NFTs. Simply bring them to Aro in order to receive one of two different chests: Explorer's Loot, which is an uncommon weapon and accessories chest, and Paragon's Treasures, a rare weapon and accessories chest. To open the uncommon chest, players need 1,000 resurrection stones, while the rare chest requires 1,000 spirit stones. If you're liking this news list so far, remember to check out our website and news section to be updated with everything about blockchain gaming. Now let's get back to the video. Up next, Untamed Isles releases teaser trailer. In the video that is a bit over a minute long, we see some of the environment players will be able to explore, and a couple of monsters referred to as catchable tames. When the game launches, there will be 1.5 million tames that players will be able to collect. The developers managed to form such a huge amount thanks to a mix and match system that allowed them to generate tames from 5 different body parts and 15 different subtypes known as moods. These tames can be used to engage in turn-based PvP and PvE combat. As players explore the open world islands, a unique weather system will affect what kind of tame encounters players may have. The time of day and season also have an effect. Players will be able to take on various professions including fishing, fruit catching, and more, unlocking various exclusive items. The developers describe the game as being game first, crypto second, meaning that players will be able to play it as a standard MMORPG without doing anything crypto related. Those who want to, however, will be able to tokenize a vast majority of items, tames, and other collectibles that will be sellable as NFTs on the game's own marketplace. Untamed Isles raised more than 840,000 New Zealand dollars via Kickstarter in 2021, and is launching on Steam as an early access title sometime this year. Up next, AC Milan partners with Sorare on NFT Fantasy Football. The top Italy football club, AC Milan, has had an exclusive multi-year partnership with Sorare. This deal will see the NFT-based digital fantasy sports platform becoming the club's official fantasy football game partner. Starting from the 2022 to 2023 football season, players, fans, and collectors worldwide will be able to trade and collect digital cards from the prestigious football team. Apart from AC Milan, the platform has partnered with Napoli and the other 15 clubs of the Italian league to widen its NFT vision. Sorare leverages digital cards and fantasy sports to bring people closer to their game of choice. It was founded in 2018 and has witnessed dramatic growth, recording 260 partner sports groups with over 2 million subscribers. AC Milan will leverage this partnership and use the Web3 technology to create unique experiences for users, thus creating their intimacy and engagement with their preferred team. AC Milan released its first NFT initiative in May, collaborating with BitMEX. It released the Born to Lead NFT collection, which is a collection that chronicles the greatest moments in the history of the club. Up next, Axie Infinity adds advanced screening tool GeeTest to enhance security. Axie Infinity has partnered with GeeTest to integrate the top human bot verification technology tools onto its platform. This is part of the plan to ensure that the Axie community is safe from fraud and other forms of exploitation. GeeTest's tool is a more secure and advanced form of the captcha verification technology, which is common on apps and websites. GeeTest offers something more advanced because it prevents bot attacks. The tool is widely used in online games, blockchain-based platforms, and the e-commerce sectors. It has been recognized by Gartner and Forrester for the last 3 consecutive years and serves more than 320,000 companies and over 1.6 billion captcha daily requests. This tool will be a great asset to Axie Infinity, considering the issue that affected Sky Mavis, Axie's parent organization. In late March, a security breach at the Ronin Bridge of the gaming platform caused a loss amounting to $625 million. Last month, Ronin and Sky Mavis bounced after a round of funding and rejigged its security apparatus. Up next, MetaShooter releases fresh reward system updates. A few weeks ago, the first mission of MetaShooter was unveiled. Members of the community were given the opportunity to air their opinion on how they feel about the mission. From the gathered responses, many gamers have demanded for a modified prize system in the first game mission. The first mission will have a dual mode of play, daily challenge and weekly challenge. There will also be a grand weekly challenge. In the initial prize system, only the top 3 players were eligible to receive rewards. The first 3 players will earn 1,000, 300, and 200 Hunter's Coin respectively in the daily challenge. The winner of the weekly challenge will earn 1,000 Hunter's Coin. The weekly event is closed and unavailable at the moment, and only players who have triumphed in the daily challenge will be allowed to compete in the event. A total of 1,660 Hunters token will be shared among top 20 players. The first position will earn 300 Hunters, while other top players will earn 200, 150, 125, 100, 75, 50, 40, and 30 Hunters respectively. The new reward system and distribution will be calculated from the 25th of July 2022. Up next, Nomad Exiles NFT Heroes basic info released. The developers of turn-based RPG Nomad Exiles have released new basic info and classifications regarding NFT heroes. These NFTs represent characters players control in the play-to-earn title. In order to play the game, players need at least one NFT hero, which can either be purchased or rented. Every NFT hero is unique and differs not only in skills but also in class, race, level, and grade. There are 3 main classes: Warrior, Rogue, and Mage. Classes affect the characteristics and skills a hero may have, as well as their role in gameplay, with each character having a passive, active, and ultimate skill. Warriors are melee characters, rogues attack from afar using crossbows, while mages cast ranged magic attacks. The race of a hero affects their appearance and also gives the character one passive skill. There's also a team bonus that is determined based on the team's mixture of races. Only the human race is available now, but more will come in the future. The grade represents the quality of the character, determining their appearance, the number of armor slots, and more. Heroes are divided into 7 different grades: common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, mythical, and artifact. NFT heroes also have crafting skills, allowing them to convert various resources into other ones in a variety of different buildings. Nomad Exiles is currently available in open alpha. Up next, 2D Battle Royale game Buddy Beater set to officially launch in August. Buddy Beater, a 2D Battle Royale on the Ethereum network, is set to officially launch in late August this year. The release was initially planned to happen earlier, but after pushing the beta patch 2.0 update, the developers realized that they needed more time to polish everything, choosing to delay. This means that they need to further test the game system, including play and earn and the airdrop reward. In the meantime, interested players can hop into the beta version of the game made in Unity found over at the game's website. The Play-to-Earn blockchain title has players battle it out using a variety of different melee weapons from a 2D top-down perspective, on a map that is continuously engulfed by deadly purple goo. Players complete a daily achievement in order to receive the game's buddy token as a reward. This coin can be used to purchase gacha boxes. Items gained from these gacha boxes can be sold on OpenSea and ETH. In order to play the game, players need to own a Beater NFT avatar which comes in 4 different species: Sapiens, Beast, Ancient, and Mutant. Each of them differs in appearance and also stats, including speed, stamina, and more. Players can currently mint one or multiple avatars on the minting page at the game's website. Up next, Warcube game modes, reward system, and roadmap info revealed. In this Play-to-Earn blockchain title, players will be able to play in 3 different game modes: PvE, PvP, and Raid mode. The first one has players team up to stop incoming waves of hostile enemy races from destroying the human base, winning the mission if the players manage to hold out a certain number of waves. In PvP, 2 teams fight each other to defend their base, while also focusing on destroying the other team's headquarters. Raid mode tasks 4 players with working together to eliminate all enemies in a certain area, earning a special NFT if the final boss is defeated. Warcube uses a dual token economy model. WQT is the governance token capped at a 1 billion supply, while WQC is the reward token with an unlimited supply, earnable across the previously mentioned game modes. There will also be a battle pass containing rewards as you progress through it, as well as rewards in various tournaments that players take part in or win. In order for a free-to-play player to enable the play-to-earn mode, players need to have a standard avatar NFT, which can be gained through gameplay. There's also an energy cube players will have to recharge using the earnable WQC token, as the number of sessions allowed in the play-to-earn mode is affected by the charge level of the energy cube. There will also be premium avatars which give early access to the game and more benefits. For more detailed info, check out the game's white paper. Up next, Axie drop racing and consumables are now live. Players can now hop into a drop racing lobby, with the top 3 racers being awarded key fragments. Specifically, first place claims 3, second gets 2, and third is awarded with 1 key fragment. There are no Viz token rewards in this new racing mode. Those who claim the top spot also have a 20% chance at earning a chest. There are 11 types of different chests players can gain. A few are fire stat chest, water stat chest, lightning stat chest, and wind stat chest. The type of arena players are racing in also has an effect on the type of chest the winner may receive, though all lobbies have a chance at getting one of these 3: strength chest, speed chest, and reduced race cooldown chest. These chests contain consumables as rewards. There are 3 different types of consumables: stat-based consumables, cooldown-based consumables, and cosmetics. When you gain an item from a chest, you have to mint and claim it by heading to the Locked Item tab. This was designed like this so as to potentially avoid cheating and duplication of assets. For more details on this new feature, check out the team's post. Up next, Sorare shares updated football scoring matrix. Sorare has released updates on the scoring matrix following reviews and feedback from players. As of August 26, which is game week 300, these updates will be available, and managers have a month to evaluate their teams, shop for transfer targets, and adopt new strategies where needed. The scoring matrix was updated with improvements that reward players' performance more accurately. This also saw a balance between center back and full back scores and a better scoring system for goalkeepers. These changes ensure a similar score distribution across all the positions that not stat is the majority, but all contribute a fair quota to the score. This matrix will not affect the current score averages, as 95% of new players will be within a plus or minus 2-point range of their present scores. Initially, it was only possible to stack positive points. However, this new matrix will feature 2 negative levels. Goalkeepers couldn't reach 80 plus scores, weren't rewarded for accurate passes, but were penalized for losing possession. They also weren't penalized for conceding goals, especially when they lose more than 3 goals. This update is spread across all the positions in the team. However, it will only slightly affect the scores of midfielders and forwards, while goalkeepers and defenders will feel the greatest impact. Up next, PixelPix shares development update. PixelPix has undergone a massive development cycle over the past 3 months. It changed playability, performance, game quality, and graphics, and added new features. They released a blog post to show details of all the changes. The update featured an account integration between Pixie Builder and Battle Arena. With this feature, whatever changes are made when crafting pixies or rewards earned when fighting other pixies will be linked to your account. Pixies players will also be able to fight in the arena and eventually be sold in the marketplace. The game is working on an inventory system to enhance usability and keep pixies organized. In addition, players will now be able to select fights in real-time PvP mode. Apart from choosing rivals, they can also select hosting, joining, and matching options. PixelPix also added an unexpected obstacle placement system for the arena mode. This means the battlefield will have a more dynamic and exciting layout. The game now has 3D views, adding more capability and high-power attacks. The update also features a user interface that shows vital battle health information in the heat of the battle, such as movement options, action points, codependencies, and turn queue. The login feature is another addition. The PixiePix combat now also has particle effects. Although it is still a work in progress, it significantly affects how parents interact with the environment. The updates include an improved monitoring and placement system and major bug fixes. Up next, X-Rush unveils Public Beta Test 3 details. X-Rush has announced that the game's Public Beta Test 3 will be coming up soon, and this announcement is coming after several weeks of rigorous developmental work. In this update, many bug issues experienced in Public Beta Test 2 were fixed, and the team also implemented previously promised features into the game. The game received fresh updates in the following areas. More Web3 wallets will be supported by the game, more maps have been added, the final stage of the game has an endless running mode, and finally, the game items can now be upgraded. The game's Discord community members have also made suggestions toward the launch of X-Racer NFT and the X-Rush game. The team has acknowledged many of the suggestions put forward and promised to put them to plan. The team has also been communicating with their backers to ensure the activities of both parties are perfectly synchronized. The developers of X-Rush have stated that they won't be in a rush to attain any of their goals, and they are set to execute their activities in a grand style at their own pace. Up next, My Neighbor Alice's next land sale is coming in August. The team behind My Neighbor Alice has officially confirmed that the next land sale for the game is starting on August 1st and will last for 15 days. This time around, a total of 1,000 NFT lands from the Tourney Wolves region are up for grabs. Out of these 1,000 plots, 975 plots will be auctioned off over 5 different waves throughout the sale. At the end of each wave, the team will also give away 5 land plots for free via lucky draws. According to my neighbor Alice, the land sale will take place in its brand new NFT marketplace. Once a bid is placed, the countdown will start and the auction will last for 24 hours. But if someone places a bid in the last 30 minutes, the auction will extend for another 30 minutes. Buyers must make sure they have enough Alice tokens to bid and BNB tokens to pay for the gas. Owning an NFT plot will grant players early access to the game. The team is also extending Alpha Season 1 to August 31st, so all new landlords can play the game. Up next, Heroes Chain releases new trailer, with closed beta set to launch on August 5th. The team behind the fantasy action RPG on Avalanche recently dropped a new trailer ahead of the game's August 5th closed beta launch. They're also giving out 500 tickets away on Twitter ending on August 2nd. Players need to have this ticket in order to play the beta test. The trailer shows off the game's world called Ventuna. We get to see some of the gameplay players will be able to experience throughout the closed beta test, where players will fight waves of enemies using a variety of different heroes, like Rogue, Mage, Tank, Warrior, and Archer. Players will be able to craft various items using crafting materials at the blacksmith, as well as use a healing sanctuary to heal their wounded hero characters. There's also a garage section for the caravan, a vehicle used for carrying your squad of heroes on an adventure, with a maximum of 10 heroes allowed per squad. Each squad can also have its own captain, while the caravan can be upgraded and will need to be refueled at the garage over time. The Play-to-Earn title is backed by YGG SEA, KuCoin, Good Games Guild, Avalanche, Kairos Ventures, OKX Blockstream Ventures, Avocado, and more. Up next, GensoKishi Online is now out in closed beta. GensoKishi Online, a fantasy metaverse on the Polygon network, has launched into closed beta today. In order to play the closed beta, players must own a closed alpha or beta testing NFT ticket. As of this recording, only the browser WebGL version is available, while an Android version is planned for release in early August. Some changes have been made since the closed alpha test. Previously, in-game events were hosted by the team, but now it will be done by various affiliated guilds and the community. These events will feature special prizes in the form of NFTs. The monster designs and the UI have been updated, while the level cap has increased from level 10 to 20, and the amount of maps available to explore has been up to 15. Players are now able to change jobs, as well as use a newly added equipment reinforcement and repair function. This release also marks the opening of the Elrond Shopping Mall and the Art Museum. Aside from the planned Android version in early August, during this beta, the team also plans to implement an NFT import function, which they anticipate to be ready sometime in mid-August. The end of this beta test will be adjusted based on the NFT import function release. This blockchain title is based on a game called Elemental Knights, a PS4, Android, iOS, and Nintendo Switch MMORPG, which won the Gold Award of Game of the Year in Taiwan in 2012, and surpassed more than 8 million downloads. Up next, Mighty Bear Games secures $10 million in fundraising round led by Framework Ventures for Battle Royale Mighty Action Heroes. The Singapore-based game studio, Mighty Bear Games, is known for their successful mobile games. With this financing also comes the announcement of their new title, Mighty Action Heroes, their first Web3 blockchain game. It is a free-to-play third-person battle royale where 60 players battle it out as action heroes from the 80s to now. Alongside Framework, the experienced company also received investment from Razer, Polygon, Spartan, and Ancient 8 to mention a few. Made to run on the Polygon network, the developers plan to release a Genesis PFP collection this summer before the game's release. This NFT collection will give holders early access to the game during an early access preview, as well as allow them to collect cosmetic items and in-game rewards once the game launches in late 2022. During early access, PFP owners will be able to help the team by providing feedback. Founded in 2016, the Singaporean game development company consists of industry veterans from Disney, Ubisoft, King, Gameloft, LucasArts, Nvidia, Activision, Blizzard, and more. Together, they've developed hit mobile games such as Disney Melee Mania and Battle Royale, both on the Apple Arcade. Mighty Action Heroes is set to release in early access in Q4 this year. Up next, Sweat Economy introduces learn-to-earn mechanics. Sweat Economy has announced the integration of the learn-to-earn model into its mechanics. This idea is to reward users with tokens when they learn about cryptocurrency. In most use cases, users are rewarded with the coin they learn about or the coin that the platform offers. This will make them more likely to engage with the application to know more and earn rewards. A significant player in the learn-to-earn community is the Sweat Economy. This team has witnessed tremendous growth since its launch. It has been rated the fastest growing decentralized app, raking about 7% of the entire cryptocurrency wallets. Recently, the Sweat team ran a beta test on the learn-to-earn feature of their Sweatcoin application. The engagement on the application is said to provide new ways of exploring business opportunities between community members and partners. So far, more than 100 million users actively engage with the Sweatcoin app, with a projection to reach out to more people. Cryptocurrency app users on the platform are provided multiple choice questions to be answered by tapping on the correct option. Upon choosing the right choice, users are rewarded. With most learn-to-earn platforms operating off-chain, The Sweat economy will move the on-chain feature to the Sweat wallet application to allow users to interface directly with on-chain activities. The Sweat economy also makes room for partners willing to sponsor the Learn to Earn program, allowing them to choose which questions are asked to the users. Up next, Magic Eden and Genopets collaborate to launch Semi-fungible tokens marketplace. Magic Eden partners with Genopets to unveil Semi-fungible tokens marketplace, which will allow gamers to trade and mint SFTs. Semi-fungible tokens, or NFTs, can be pictured as a new tender for NFTs, which conversely leverages the blockchain in generating authenticity of digitally owned items. They are digital assets that can be minted in larger quantities and can be exchanged for another. This collaboration between Magic Eden and Genopets will allow the blockchain gaming community to exchange SFTs during gameplay. For example, a player on Genopets can trade SFTs with other players of the game via the Magic Eden marketplace, unlike NFTs that cannot be exchanged. In a statement, the CEO of Genopets, Albert Chen, mentioned how the company is thrilled to partner with Magic Eden on the launch of the Semi-fungible tokens marketplace. This partnership is projected to bring out a positive change to Web3 games, as it leads the way in creating a technological aid for the transaction and creation of digital assets on the Solana blockchain. The introduction of SFTs ultimately aims to add more fun to the game world by importing gaming experiences like stackable in-game assets from Web 2 to Web 3. And lastly, the Sandbox introduces Gravity's main IP Ragnarok to its metaverse. The Sandbox has recently announced its partnership with renowned global gaming company Gravity. The partnership will introduce Ragnarok to the Sandverse. The Sandbox will allocate a special portion of its metaverse which would be tagged Ragnarok Land. A variety of content and NFTs will also be created using the Ragnarok IP. Ragnarok came online in 2002. It is the main IP of Gravity, which has been successfully serviced by both PC and mobile. Ragnarok is a global intellectual property with several series, namely Ragnarok M, Eternal Love, Ragnarok Origin, Ragnarok X, Next Generation, Ragnarok 5 Returns, and Ragnarok Begins. Gravity is taking advantage of the worldwide popularity of Ragnarok to carry out licensed businesses. This business model involves broadcasting Ragnarok animations and running the online store where the players can meet the Ragnarok monsters merchandise. Gravity is hoping to grow its business reach as a global publishing business by expanding its services with Ragnarok Online IP-related games in the near future. And that's a wrap for this week's News Day. What are your thoughts about the news I talked about today? Let me know in the comments. I'll be back same time next week to give you another weekly recap. And for more info on everything about blockchain games, check out our website at PlayToEarn.net, where we have the largest database of games that have all the info you need. That's it for today. See you next video.